welcome back to Flair Pilates. Today we're going to use a fit ball, and you'll also just need access to a wall for a couple of the exercises, and it's going to be a full body class. So let's get started straight away with our warm-up, placing the feet down right underneath those hip joints, gentle roll of the shoulder back, pulling in the tummy, nice little lift of the pelvic floor, breath in. We're going to roll down, bending the knees, curling the spine all the way to the floor, breath in, exhale, rolling up. Breath in here, rolling down. Try and keep the neck, the jaw, the shoulders relaxed. Try to let those arms just dangle down rather than gliding them along your legs or anything. Just keep them nice and relaxed. This is the last one. Really pull that tummy and feel the beautiful stretch of your spine here. Rolling up, tummy to spine. All the way, arms out to the side, side bends. Inhale, exhale, we come up. Inhale to the other side, exhale up, all the while pretending that we're wearing an imaginary corset. Wraps around our midsection, pulls everything in towards the midline of your body. And we'll make this next one the last one. Just enjoy it, don't think too much, keep those shoulders down. Up we come, palms facing the ceiling, bend the knees. We want to feel nice and stable from the waist down. It's a double twist. That's it, knees stay over toes. Feel all 10 toes engaged with your mat. And we'll make the next one the last one. And give those shoulders a roll. We're going to grab our fit ball, we're going to place it on the wall, and we want to make sure that it's down, sitting kind of in the small of our back. Walking those feet forward, and so we feel like we're at a bit of an incline, but I want you to tuck your butt back underneath the ball so we're still trying to maintain that neutral spine. Open across the chest, let the arms hang heavy, and let's just do a test sit to see if we're in the right spot. So you'll know if you're not in the right spot here because your ankles won't be below your knees, so you can just wriggle around until you find the correct setup there. But on the inhale, we're going down. Exhale, we're standing tall. Inhale the weights through the heels. On the way up, I want you to squeeze those glutes. That's it. Inhale. And a little bit of a squeeze, but careful when you squeeze that you don't press that pelvis forward. That's it. So kind of think about squeezing your sit bones towards each other. Arms can be wherever is comfortable. Just make sure that your shoulders are definitely back because it's really easy just to slump forward with the wall behind you there. As we stand tall, let's pull up the kneecaps, contract those quads, make the most of this out of all these exercises. Engaging all the right muscles. Inhale down, exhale tall. Inhale down, exhale tall, very nice. We've got 4 more to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's stay down here, a few pulses. Nice. Stay as low as you can. We want to go at least till our thighs are parallel to the floor. Distracted there with the burning in my quads. 5, 4, 3, keep your core nice and strong. 2 and 1. All the way up. Good. Give your legs a little bit of a shake. We're rising up onto those toes. You can step back a little bit here. Find your balance. Weights forward. So we rise up. I'm going to step back a tiny bit more. Up and down. So we're just warming up those ankles. Use your hands as a bit of a focal point for that imaginary corset that's going around your middle. Everything is going in towards the midline of your body and then towards your spine. Imagine your waist getting smaller as we speak. Keep the kneecaps lifted, the quads are nice and strong, so we have active legs. This is really great for building up your ankle strength. If you're ever worried about going over on your ankle, or that little horrible sprain feeling when you start running and your ankle goes, "Arr!" This is a really great exercise just to help with the strength in your ankles there. Let's go 3 more times. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Give the legs a bit of a shake. So that's all we're going to do with the standing. We're going to come down to the mat and just pop the ball to the side for a minute while we warm up the body. So come all the way down. All right, so here we are on the mat. We're going to place those feet in a neutral position, carefully lowering yourself down till you're on your back. We want a neutral spine, and we're going to start with some pelvic curls. So nice big breath in. On the exhale, sink the tummy, curl the pelvis, the pubic bone back towards your nose as we peel up bone by bone, breathing in here and rolling down. So it's important to feel the articulation of your spine for this warm up, because we're going to be using the fit ball on the wall, and we're going to be rolling up into a much higher bridge. That's it. So the idea here, of course, is to just get that spine moving before we take it up a notch. Warm up those hamstrings, warm up the vertebra. That's it. And we'll go 2 more times. And last one, holding at the top here. Let's work those outer parts of our thighs and our glutes as well as our inner thighs. And we want to make sure that our knees don't end up touching each other. They just come back to neutral. That's it. Keep that butt pressing up. Keep those glutes squeezing. We want to join the bottom of your ribs to the top of your pelvis. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rolling down. So that's our warm up taken care of. We're going to roll ourselves up. We're going to grab the fit ball, and we're going to get set up for this next part of the exercise. Okay, so everything is in setup for this part of the exercise. So we might need to do just a few tests to see that we're in the right spot. All right, so I'm going to give that a go. You don't want to be too far away from your ball. Something like that. You just want to do just a few little butt lifts just to see that you're not going to wobble side to side. Check your core strength is going okay. All right, so we're going to give it a go. Our bridge is on the wall. So starting in a not quite neutral position, so we're actually pressing the lower back down into the mat. Really connect that core, because your core strength is going to be your best friend in this exercise. So pelvic floor, sink the tummy, big breath in, exhale, rolling up. We're going to slide the ball up the wall, and then we're going to roll all the way back down. So rolling up, try not to get the wobbles, rolling down, always lying on my ponytail. It's just life, isn't it? Rolling up, rolling down. So just try and notice where you feel this in your body, whether it's in your lower back or in your hamstrings, maybe in your mid back, in your thoracic spine. Maybe you feel it in your shoulders. Just notice all these things. It's actually a really nice way to move. I really, really enjoy doing this kind of stuff on the fit ball. It's nice to be a little bit upside down. We're going to keep going with this, and we're going to pause at the top, but let's do 5 more. So, number 5, rolling down bone by bone. Try not to wobble too much. Easier said than done. 4, and 3, draw those ribs towards each other. And holding not this one, but the next one. 2, and 1. So we're at the top of our bridge, holding. Try and join the bottom of your rib cage to the top of your pelvis. We're going to bend the knees. The ball's going to slide down a little, and then we're going to straighten them up. Bend, try not to wobble. Try not to lose the height of your hips when you bend the knees. That's it. And let's see if we can go for 5 more times. 5, seeing as we're here, may as well make the most of it. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rolling down nice and carefully. Once you're there, you can bring the ball down if you need a bit of a break. And we're going to head straight back up again. So relax those shoulders, connect the core at the moment, pressing that lower back down into the floor. Start to lift your pelvic floor, rolling up. And we're just going to take it easy for the first one. We're going to see if you can just raise one knee into a tabletop position, place it back on the ball, and swap to the other side. Be really careful here. If it helps, you can take your arms a little bit wider off the mat. Nice work. Concentrating so we don't roll all over the place. Nice little foot cramp going on here. Woo. Always the way, right? And we'll do one more time, each side. Both feet on the ball, rolling down, and let's bring that ball all the way to the floor, taking the feet on top just for a quick break. Let's take those arms out to the side, and we'll have a nice little stretch out here. So on the inhale, we'll roll the ball towards one side, pulling it back through center, rolling to the other, and pulling yourself back through center, keeping your arms and your shoulders attached to the floor, and just allowing your obliques to control this movement of the lower half of your body. I think my ball is getting stuck on the wall there, that's all right. Inhale, exhale, pull it back in. Inhale over, exhale, pull it back in. Last one. Pull it back in. Over. Pull it back in. All right. For the last exercise in the series, we're going to go back up onto that, into that bridge. Same as we were before. Still a balance exercise, pressing that lower back down into the floor. Up we go, rolling the spine. Finding your balance at the top here. Straight leg lift this time. Doesn't have to be super high, just wherever is comfortable. You can flex or point your feet, whatever makes you happy today. Probably your feet are the last things you are thinking about right now. I'm only thinking about them because my feet tend to cramp. Very nice. How are you going? Concentrating, keep going. I know it's hard to keep looking at the screen while you're doing this, so just listening. This is the last one to each side. Both feet on the ball. Make sure you even yourself back up, and then we'll roll all the way down. Control the ball all the way to the floor. Just leave it there. Bring those knees into your armpits and give yourself a little cuddle. Let's find the wall again for the next exercise. You just need to place your feet up against that wall. We want to get set up so that our pelvis is towards the top of the ball there. Your feet are wide enough that you feel nice and stable, and we're just going to relax forward over the ball. I'm going to take the hands behind, make sure you don't roll away. Take the hands behind the head, breathing in to lift. Exhale, lowering down. Breathing in to lift and lowering down. So really working on the strength in those back extensors. And lift, squeeze the glutes on the way up just a little bit. Helps for balance, but also helps to support that lower spine. Holding on the next one. Holding here, taking the arms up. We're going to change our gaze to look up at the roof. Place the hands behind the head. Gently lowering down. Let's try that again. Lifting up. Take the arms up. Take your gaze up to the roof. Hands behind the head. Lowering down. And again. Play around with it a little bit. Perhaps you can reach a bit further with each one. The more you do it, the more comfortable it becomes, the more you trust yourself. Last one. And folding forward. And now the best part. Basically you just flop completely over that ball. Allowing your spine to feel long, so there are no rules here. I'm literally just rolling a little bit forward, maybe a little bit back, whatever feels good. And rolling back, finding the floor, and we're just going to make our way back onto the floor, making sure that the lower back is pressing down into the mat, because we're going to lift the ball up between our ankles and take it straight up to the roof with straight legs if we can, but of course bent knees are totally fine here. All right, so lower abdominal strength. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, we lift. What we really want to be careful of is that lower back lifting up off the mat. We also want to be super careful of our abdominals doming up to the ceiling. So really try and connect them towards the midline of your spine. Pull everything down, and we really want to keep that pelvic floor lifted. Nice. We're going to take the hands behind the head. We'll keep going with the legs. And this time, as we lift the ball up, we're going to lift the head and chest. Inhale back down to the mat. Exhale, lift. So we're just lightly supporting our head here. That's it. This is a fun way to spend your day or your morning or your evening, whatever time you're joining me here on the mat. Can we do 5 more? 5, 4, 3. That's it. Take a break anytime you need to. 2 and 1. We're going to bend the knees, stay lifted with the head and chest, and we're going to add some oblique twists in. If you really want to challenge yourself, try squeezing on the ball with your ankles. Activate those inner thighs. Keep that pelvic floor lifted. Whew, if you need a break, just lower the ball down. Stay with it if you can. 3 and 2. Last 1. Back to center, hold for 5, 4, flatten out those tummies, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully lowering down to the mat, placing the feet on top. Nice. All right, we're still working with those abs, but for the minute, just with the upper abdominals, leaving the feet relaxed on top of the ball. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and hold. 2, 3, 4, and lower. 2, 3, 4. Lift and hold. 2, 3, 4, and lower. 2, 3, 4. Lift and hold. 2, 3, 4. And lower. 2, 3, 4. Lift and hold. 2, 3, 4. And lower. 2, 3, 4. 2 more sets. Lift and hold. 2, 3, 4. And lower. 2. Last one coming up. And lift. Hold. 3, 4. And lower. 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Bring this ball all the way around into your hands. We're going to hold the ball directly above your shoulders. Press that lower back down into the mat. We're going to straighten up those legs, and you're going to see if you can tap the ball onto your shins there somewhere. Lifting up into a chest lift. That's it. We're going to lower the legs. Bring them back to the ball. Then we take the ball behind. Touch the legs. Lower. Tap. Behind. And tap. You got it. Keep that chin knotted. Protect the neck. Behind. And tap. Lower. Lift. Behind. And tap. Lower. Lift. Behind. And tap. Lower. Lift. You got it. 2 more times. This is the last one coming up. Keep that chin knotted. Lovely. Bend the knees, find the floor, and just pop the ball behind you there. For this next part, we'll start in a seated position at the very end of your mat. So come up onto your feet, pop the fit ball up one end of the mat, and just take a seat here like so. Try and find the center of your mat. It's always a little bit nicer that way, isn't it? All right, so we're gonna start, or sit up straight to start with. Make sure that your shoulders are back. You've got a good engagement through your rhomboids, lower traps there. We're just gonna start to walk forward. And as we do so, we're gonna take the arms all the way above our head. Place the feet about mat width apart. That's probably the easiest and most stable way. We're going to stretch all the way over the ball, around the arms. We're going to roll back up the way we came, stepping 1 foot at a time until we're in a C curve position, and then we're going to sit up nice and tall. And we're going to go again. Watch out, beastie. So 1 foot at a time until you feel stable. We're reaching up and over that ball. Nice, beautiful stretch of the spine, rounding the arms, rolling back up. C curve, sit tall. Let's go again. Walking forward, stretch out over the ball. Feels so nice. Round the arms, rolling up, round the back. Sit tall, last one, and we're going to hold here over the top of the ball. Feels amazing. We're going to spend just a little bit of time upside down here. Oh, stretching out that back, stretching out your shoulders. Play around with your arms. You might get a beautiful stretch by taking your arms a little bit wider. Feels so nice. Breathing. And making our way all the way back up, around the back, and sitting tall. And let's finish the way we started with those roll downs. So standing up as nice and tall as we can. Big breath in, just 3 roll downs to finish. Rolling down, stretching that spine. Feels so good after that back extension. Breathing in, exhale on the way up. Just 2 more times. Let the arms hang, pull the tummy in. Last one. And we're all done. Thanks so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.